In 1984, when the movie Footloose premiered, audiences were so taken aback by the footage of dancing feet in the opening credits sequence that they demanded that the film be stopped so they could go out to the box office and pay even more money for the film they already paid to see. This is what came to be known as the Footloose effect, and it has never been repeated, which is why Footloose remains to this day the highest grossing movie of all time.
Welcome back to Gowanus Tonight, live from San Antonio. I'm your host, Anthony Herrera, still living in my backyard, but that's cool. I still got Lieutenant Dan here, and we're having a good time. Just to tell you, we're going to be moving in a different direction. I realize that nobody watches this show, nobody cares about this show, so we need to make a change. I'm not an idiot. We need to do things differently. We need to get more people on board. And to that end, I've decided I'm going to write out more of the things we're going to do. None of this loosey-goosey off the top of my head shit anymore. I've written out a script, so we're going to follow this script. We're going to get things done. All right, here we go. Objective: to obtain a position as an active employee in a growing, reputable company where I can contribute my experience, proactive attitude, and positive This is my nephew's resume. I printed the wrong file. We're off to a bad start.
You know, I was thinking too bad cats can't talk, because they had to have been here when this happened.
I mean, my mom only lets me in the house once a week, so I can't go back in and print the script. So we're just gonna have to Why does my 19-year-old nephew have a better resume than I do? Like, not only does he have more jobs than I've ever had, but I don't have an objective on my resume. I don't think I have an objective in life. I guess my only objective is don't die. And as you can see, I'm doing a great fucking job of that.
This could be a sign of things to come. I hate to say it, but when you see everything that's going on, and now this, it could be the end of the world. I mean, this could be just the beginning. And we need to take notice of this, or at least I'm going to take notice of it. Nobody wants to take notice of it, fine. They just think it's a grass that's growing funny or whatever, but I don't. I really do think that this is tied in to what's inevitable, what's going to happen. It's already going on around the world, here, everywhere, and people make fun of it, make light of it, but and they go on with their lives like nothing. Well, you know what? Not me. Not me. I'm thinking about it, and I'm getting ready. I've gotten ready. That's why I don't have any money in the bank. And, I only work just to pay my bills.
Why bring buildings into it? If you're going to be shitting and pissing outside, just shit and piss outside. But that's what I got to deal with living here in San Antonio. People who think it's wrong to shit wherever you want. Savages. Hey! Hey, don't throw that bottle in our yard! I saw you do it. Pick it up. Where are you going, man? Hey, I know your mom.
What they don't understand that these aren't stories. These are real things that are really happening, and they look at them as stories because I don't know why they don't think that they're true. They're true. This is, you told me that there was a little robot that died here, and I believe that. That's the only way I can explain that. Something died here, and it had to have been metallic.
Eating pickles in the hot sun. I didn't go to my prom.
I asked you to do one thing, and you did! It's the best robot baby anyone's ever made for me!
My show is a hit, so now I only hang out with famous people.
Jimmy Hat, Slippy Gay, Spooky Dude, Octopus, Silly Bitch, G Money, F Bomb, Peter Venkman, Das Racist, Billy D.
You know, if you legitimately beat up a cop while he's trying to arrest you, legally he has to let you go, so it's always best just to take a swing just to see what happens.
Yep. This is where the robot died. Happened last year. Some little cuboid little guy just wandered into our yard and died. He had little claws. He was real simple looking, you know. Looked like he was made in the 50s. Sort of like my mom, I guess. Anyway, ever since then, where he died, the grass grows silver. We used to get a lot more people come by when it first happened. I mean, we'd have people come by every single day. If it got out of hand, we'd have to call the cops.
Hey, is this where the robot died?
There was this one church group that started boycotting us, holding up signs, and somebody actually spray painted "Fag Robots Burn in Hell" across our house. Which that doesn't make any sense because one, we don't know if the robot was gay. Two, we don't know if he's burning in hell. And even if he is burning in hell, it's not because he was gay, and that's just how my mommy raised me.
Oh, fuck, man! Why'd you fucking tell me not to touch it? God damn it, that fucking... Fucking...
Oh, don't touch it. It's like sharp, hot electricity. It'll burn you. It'll also give you weird dreams where you're puking up motor oil and having sex with logic. It's hard to explain unless you've done it, and I do not recommend doing it. No, we didn't actually see the robot die. Our neighbor did, though. That's how we were first alerted. We heard some screaming, and we ran outside, and there was the robot, and there was our neighbor on his knees. He was crying, and he was ripping at his chest hair, and he was screaming, "He forgave us! He forgave us!" And ever since then, he's never left his house. I mean, you just have to look at his yard, and whatever happened that night, it changed him. We used to get a lot more visitors. Back when it first happened, people would come by every day. They would leave little robot toys and stuff as a remembrance for him. They would leave Daleks, which is stupid because Daleks aren't robots. They're little squids that drive around in little tanks. It's dumb, it makes no sense. Why would you do that? Like anything else, interest has just died down. He'll be forgotten soon. Maybe not by everybody. Yeah, this guy, he's here pretty much every day. Stops by, says some prayers, and I don't know, it's just creepy, you know? It's weird some guy coming to your house every single day. I mean, I know he's my dad, but he shouldn't be here every day.
I feel bad about this, man. You know, this little guy, who knows where he came from? He could have been abandoned for all we know. And left here all alone. And the only thing I can think about is why he wound up here is because you know how you guys have always look at all the animals. All the animals are, not one animal has ever been bought at a pet store, right? They've all been like, they were like homeless, and you guys always gave them homes. And I have a feeling this guy wound up here because he felt that. He felt like this is the closest thing he probably could find of that. Maybe he said, you know what, I think he felt safe here. If he was coming to die, he felt safe here, and he came here to die. And I think that he was probably abandoned or left, or I don't know. I thought about that show Everybody Loves Raymond, where Robert was upset with his parents because they left him in New Mexico, I think it was. They left him in New Mexico. They stopped off to go to the bathroom, and then he came out and they were gone. And they took him like an hour to finally realize that he was not in the car. And he's harbored that all his life. He's lucky they came back for him. Who knows if this guy, they stopped somewhere and then they took off, didn't realize that they had left him. And who knows? Who knows? Or he was abandoned, or he had to jump ship, or I don't know. But I do know this, that he wound up here, and if I gotta be the only person that cares about him, so be it. I'll be, maybe, I don't know.
Hey Jacob, I know you're living in Brooklyn. I'm living in San Antonio, so I just wanted to make this little video to tell you how much I miss you. I miss all the fun we used to have making the show together, going to places, meeting people. But what I miss the most is whenever I would pitch an idea to you, you would get that look in your eye that would say, I thought this guy would have better ideas. Nobody can live like this guy without having an ace up his sleeve, but this guy doesn't. I can see why everyone else has bailed on him. Oh God, why did I agree to do a public access show with this ass clown? Why am I not a train conductor? That's what I really want to do with my life. So I'm just letting you know that I miss you, and I look forward to seeing you in the future, and let's just keep making the best goddamn show we can make. I know you didn't invite me to your birthday party because you're afraid I'll try to tickle your cake, but I swear to God, I made one laugh once.